let's talk about your current teammate, former teammate, and what was that like to see him get that opportunity to get out there and show what he can do?
Oh, it was great. You know, he's more ready than anybody, in my opinion. He can guard at a high level, he can be on the floor, and the only thing that's keeping him from not being on the floor is I think it's maybe politics. His draft status, where he was drafted at, but he can play and he will outplay a lot of people.
And for him to not only get that opportunity, but make the most of it. I mean, having played with him at Cal, did you see that potential in him to just be able to make the most of it in his moment?
Oh, absolutely. You know, when you get to work closely with a guy and then coming into a second year, you already know what you're going to get. You know, Jabari's going to work. He's going to try to get better. He has no mindset. And he wants to get better. He's hungry. You know what I mean? And he wants to prove he belongs, you know. So right now he's building his resume right now with the minutes he's logged in and some opportunity to pick up because of injuries, you know. And I think he's going to take advantage of it.
And speaking of making the most of the moment, it seems that for you, we came into the season talking a lot about defensively, how you really had to be that guy. But it seems there's been a little bit, with Gordon now, there's been a little bit of a shift. Is it fair to say your mindset has shifted just a little bit to be a little bit more aggressive as a scorer now, in addition to being a defender?
I don't think my mindset has shifted. I think it's much more active, you know, and it's tough, you know, guarding the best player on each team every night and then scoring. Like, that's a whole different level of fatigue, a whole different level of shape. You know, yeah, it's a mindset to just battle LeBron or battle Giannis in the post and come down and try to hit an open three. Like, I can see why. I can see why. So they play tough, and Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, those guys like that, he's so valued. It's not easy to do.
And just for you, last game was the first one foul, so it wasn't an issue for you. Was it just the opponent, or were there specific things you did to kind of lessen that? Was it Baines out there? What was the key to you not getting fouled in the last week?
I think it was a different matchup. I think from the wing position, there was nobody that was probably in the superstar column, so they didn't get as many calls. So when I was guarding JJ Redick, I mean, I'm just throwing them off the street. And then if he hits the shot, he hits the shot. You know, he's been doing that for years. But it's different guarding players that are a little bit more aggressive and are a little bit harder to guard, and they're going to get some more calls.
You guys have a few days before you hit back on the floor. What are some of the things you want to clean up as a group going forward?
Defensively, just being more physical, guarding the whole yard. You know, I think we've been, I wouldn't say timid, but they're tough enough defensively. I think that guys need to feel us more. You know, we're young, but we could be a lot more energetic and a lot more loud, dominant in the basketball. And I think offensively, just picking our spots and identifying mismatches and making the right plays. Like, we should be picking teams apart the way our system works, and we will.
When you talk about that physicality element, how much does having a guy like Aaron Baines add to really making that point?
Right, a lot of the stuff Baines doesn't go in the stat column, and we appreciate him for it. Like, the job he did on the D might have been one of the best jobs anybody's ever done on the D since he's been healthy and since he's been playing. You know, just being physical with him, keeping his hands back, not letting him get easy fouls and stuff like that, making it tough for him. I mean, he had a slow night just because maybe he had a slow night, but I think Baines had a lot to do with it, though.